Hi, hello and welcome to my fourth video on how to install Ubuntu onto any system using a bootable USB. Extremely sorry for the audio video quality for the previous videos and like few of you reported, I'm yet to set up my YouTube setup video setup at my house, so only after that will be cooler. So for now I just hope everything is clear by my explanation. If not, if you have any doubts, please do comment it here and reach out to me with my email in the description. So here we go. So previously in our channel, you would have seen how to make a bootable USB given the ISO of any OS and to set up the hard disk partitions in your laptop. There'll be like two different videos you set it up. So now with the bootable USB we have, let's plug it into our laptop and see how to install it. Once you plug it into your laptop, you will either see a screen like a black screen like this, which will automatically pop up like in Lenovo or HP, but in laptops like Dell, you will have to go manually to a boot setting and then choose boot from USB as an option. That would be like F10 if I'm not wrong. So after you get the screen, either via boot settings, go to boot from USB, or automatically you'll get the screen finally. And in this you'll have four options. The first two matters, so only the first two matters, that is try Ubuntu without installing, and the second one is install Ubuntu. Try Ubuntu without installing option will only boot the OS from your USB and it won't install it in your laptop officially. So that is not an installation, it is only portable OS login. So many of my friends do that. They simply don't want to mess with the speed of the laptop as their RAMs would be occupied by a dual OS if there is a dual OS. So they use their hard disk and install the OS to that, basically make a bootable hard disk, and they have the OS in the bootable hard disk and they don't even install it, they just use it from the hard disk and do all their stuff on it. So for now we'll make a bootable OS because mine is an 8GB RAM and you can easily run a bootable dual OS. So now I'm just going to click install Ubuntu as a dual OS. Let's choose it. It is loading the installer and you will see the screen for that. Now this is the installer. First, it is asking for the language. Choose English. You'll be asked if you want to connect to Wi-Fi or not in the screen. For now, to install, we don't need it. So I'll just choose I don't want to connect. Continue. This page is for updates and installing third-party softwares, which we don't know. We don't need it for now. So we'll just click continue. And this is the ultimate installation step where we choose the options on how do we install the OS. So there are three major options. First one is install Ubuntu alongside Windows, which means Ubuntu will make its own partitioning from the hard disk space given to it, and it uses the required space for installation from the existing Windows, and it's like skipping our previous video. We don't even have to create a partition, it will do it on its own, and this is fine, but it's not the best though. Second one is completely to wipe the whole hard disk, and just with one mouse click, as like a Avengers Thanos snap, the hard disk space is occupied by the existing OS will be wiped out and Ubuntu will be installed. So that is again not the required option. If we want to install a dual OS, we don't want to erase the existing ones. So obviously it is a third option which is saying something else. So something else option means that you have to choose your own partition and install manually. So let's click it and go forward. Now here we see all the partitions of different sizes. So the partition we created in our previous video was 37GB if I'm not wrong, and it is here. So to use this free space as a partition, we'll click this plus button and we'll get this window. In here we shall make the 37GB as 29GB, as we need a few GBs for swap space. Swap space is nothing but a hard disk space that acts as a RAM for the dual OS. So you're creating a dual OS and that needs a RAM, right? So this is like a hard disk and you have a RAM, you need a RAM. So for that I'm creating two partitions in the existing 37GB, which is 29GB and 8GB. 29GB is for the hard disk, exactly where the OS will be there, and 8GB is for the RAM for the specific OS, which is Ubuntu right now. So let me take 8GB RAM from here, as my normal RAM itself is 8GB. So that's it. Rest are as it is. It is a primary partition and should start from the beginning, and the mount point should be /. Now click OK, and it is created as SDA9. And this 8K is for swap space. The swap space and like this thing is for the RAM, and rest all are the same. Done. Let's click install. So here are the two partitions, SDA9 and SDA10. Continue. It's asking for where am I to get the date actually. So I'm in India. So I'll just click it in the map, and now it's asking for my details. For my system to log in, this is the user details and password details. I'll just fill it in. So I just gave my username and password, and now on clicking continue, it's going to install the whole OS into the system with the filled in details. So let's give it a go. Right, installation complete. It's asking for a system restart. So let's restart it. Yes, restarting. Oh yes, I didn't remove my bootable USB after installation, so it's still going back to the black admin page automatically. So let's just click escape, and you'll get this grub, which is a basic command line editor for bash command line editor for booting. So let's just type exit and hit enter. We'll get into the boot settings. This is only for auto USB boot mode laptops, which we can configure to. In Dell, I suppose you won't get this. You will automatically get into the Windows. You will have to press F10, go to booting options, configure the boot order, and come back to this page. Once this page is arrived, you'll get the options of booting. So the first would be the USB mode, USB booting mode, which will boot from the USB, which we don't want. Second is the normal Windows boot. And the third is our required OS that is successfully installed, which is our Ubuntu, and is our dual OS. So let's click it and hit enter. Once you enter Ubuntu's boot, you will have the Ubuntu boot options. Now Ubuntu itself will provide options for booting, which is Ubuntu itself and Windows. So now again you can choose Windows or Ubuntu. So I am going for Ubuntu. That's why I say in the boot order, make your Ubuntu first. So every time you log into it, you'll log into Ubuntu. And in Ubuntu's order, you can choose Windows. And then hit straight and go into Windows. So for now, I'll choose Ubuntu and hit enter again. Here we go. We installed Ubuntu and logged in successfully. Cool. So that's it. In our next video, we'll see how to install Python for this Ubuntu install. As usual, enjoy learning. Thank you.